Hey, I'm Gary, one of the co-founders of Explo, and I'm excited to give you a tour of our platform. Let's start off by looking at this demo application we created to showcase what it looks like to have an Explo dashboard embedded into a production site. In this example, let's say Shopify has purchased Explo to build dashboards and embed into their portal. And I'm an analyst at Whole Foods analyzing the number of orders and revenue that we've done over the last 4 weeks. If I was particularly interested in a category, let's say garden tools, I can come here, filter down to the garden tools, and then see all of the charts be updated to reflect that specific categorical change. If I go into the billing dashboard, I'm able to generate what's called a share link and send this to a colleague of mine who might not have access to this portal but needs to see this dashboard. This is like a pre-authorized link that they can just go to be able to see the exact same view that I saw in the actual Shopify portal. But now let's see how all of this is actually built. This is the Explo platform. 3 tabs to call out: data, dashboards, and customers. In the data tab, our customers connect their databases or data warehouses directly to Explo. Explo works with multi-tenant or single-tenant setups, and as well as can even be deployed on-prem if there are extreme data residency requirements. The dashboards tab is where all the dashboards are built and configured. Let's look at the homepage that we showed you a little earlier. When you click into the homepage, you'll see that we're brought into what's called a dashboard preview. In this dashboard preview, you immediately see what a certain customer views the dashboard as. Because we're embedded first, it's extremely important for our customers to understand how their customers are viewing the dashboard. If you want to change this to a different customer, you simply click this drop down and select a different one, perhaps Whole Foods or Gymshark. We also have version control, meaning that our customers are able to make changes to the dashboard, save versions, and then publish it to the corresponding environment that they want to do so, staging, production, or even create new environments as well. This means that technical users, as well as even non-technical users, can come and make changes to the dashboard, save those changes, and deploy it. For non-technical users, they can make releases without any technical intervention. Now let's go into actually editing the dashboard. When you click edit, you're brought into a dashboard canvas where you can drag and drop components from the left-hand side onto the canvas itself. Our components are divided into a few categories. The first are our charts or visualizations. These are backed by datasets, followed by controls or interactions. So these are like multi-selects, toggles, date group switches, export features like the report builder or the share button I showed you earlier, as well as displays as text image containers that kind of round out the dashboard. Datasets are just pure SQL with a little syntactic sugar that allows us to ensure that each of these dashboard charts are able to be configured and manipulated by other drop downs and other kind of like interaction components on the page. In this example, we have drop down 1, which maps to this category drop down. As you can see, it says drop down 1 here, as well as a user group ID variable that exists because it corresponds to the customer that's viewing the dashboard. And so this allows our customers to ensure that KKW Beauty only sees data pertaining to KKW Beauty and doesn't see anyone else's data. Now let's create a quick chart here. So let's drag over a line chart. Let's back it by the orders table. When the chart's selected, I can configure the size of it. I drag fields into the right categories here. So let's look at the number of orders by shipping limit date. Awesome. Maybe I want to format this particular chart and make it so that I don't see, let's say, the legend. All the kind of syntactical changes and all the kind of formatting changes you want to make cosmetically can be done in the Format tab. In the Data tab, maybe I realize that the line chart's not the best way to represent this data. I can click this chart type and then see all the other kind of chart types I can change this to. Maybe we decide that a bar chart's best. I can easily change it here. And when you're done editing, click Done Editing. You can then go into version control again and save a new version to be then released in your next cycle. If we go into our custom styles feature, we can actually be brought to this UI on top of CSS that allows any user, technical or not, to be able to make changes to the styling of the entire dashboard. This can be as large as background color changes to as small as changing the pixel count for spacing. Finally, let's go into the Customers tab. The Customers tab allows you to see all the customers that are connected into Explo. In this case, we have 3. If you want to make any particular edits to them, you go into the edit. You can change the user group ID that they have associated, their access group, as well as even add an end user portal if you wanted them to have their own portal that's not the, let's say, Shopify portal that I showed you earlier. To embed, it's really simple. You go into our embed modal, you utilize our JavaScript bundle here, add that to your index.html. There are two ways to embed. Our recommended way is through the what's called HTML web component, which is just a raw vanilla JavaScript component that can be used in any type of front-end framework. We also have an iframes option as well, but that is not one of our recommended options, and we prefer the web component itself. To utilize this web component, we have a user group token. This ensures that customer A can't suddenly become adversarial and try to view customer B's data. This prevents any type of bad actors and ensures that there's no data exfiltration. Finally, if you want to be able to send out these dashboards out and push them out via email, we also have an email feature as well. Here's what the configuration looks like. This ensures that you can send out these dashboards and your customers will see them without depending on them going into your own platform. Awesome. Thanks for listening to this quick tour of Explo. We have a bunch of new exciting features coming in the pipeline that we're excited to show you all. If you want a more in-depth demo or a live walkthrough, just go to explo.co and sign up for a demo. Someone on our team will be more than happy to show you around. Awesome. Have a great day.